This is Bear's second session working on his mat. And you'll notice, like with all the objects we shape and work with, I don't want to put it down until I'm actually ready to train. And I think he's ready. I don't know why he's so excited about his mat. I don't think so. Get it. There we go. I'm getting him off of it a few times so he can come back on. Now I'm going to reinforce him in place right between his front feet to work on a little duration. Okay? So I want him to stay in that position on the mat. I need to keep clicking and treating. Okay? In order to get duration, I will leave a little longer between my clicks. Okay, and then I'll let him get off and have him get back on and do that again. I'm going to move it over there a little bit so he's more on the mat. He moved his butt over all by himself. All right, so his target behavior, lie down on the mat. And as long as he's doing that, I continue to reinforce it. So I'll do about 6 or 8. Okay, Bear, throw a cookie just to get him off, to give him another approach. Let him come back. Good. And since most of his body's on there, I'll just feed him between his front feet. Work on duration here. So with the mat and with a lot of stationary behaviors, we have 3 things we want to work on. We want to work on duration, which means, that was a lot of duration, how long the dog does it. The duration of the behavior is the amount of time they continue to do the same thing. And that's what we want first here, some duration. Then we'll work on distance, and that's the distance from me, okay, the distance that he is from me while on the mat. And then the final criteria will be distraction, making it more difficult by adding things in the environment. So there are 3 basic breakdowns and criteria: duration, distance, and distraction. And typically we do them in that order. Depends on the behavior, but typically it's first duration, then distance, then distraction. Good boy. Okay, go get it. Some more cookies. I think he was growling about it. So it's slowing down a little bit on the clicking and treating. And I don't want to click movement here. Now this is a case where I want to click stillness, not movement. So when I get stillness, that's what I want to reinforce. If I try to wait too long, he'll start offering some different things. So I want to find that balance where I'm getting more duration, yet he doesn't resort to offering new behaviors or other behaviors. Go get it. There's a balance to that. And you know that you're asking for too much if they start doing other things rather than just maintaining the target behavior. So this is just going to give me a nice steady down on the mat, which is his first stationary behavior, which will become the foundation for stays. And if he chooses to also put his head down, which we had been working on as another behavior, that's fine, but I'm not making that a criteria here. The criteria is just that. Lay still on the mat, wait for the clicks and treats. It seems like it would be a really simple thing. But actually, sometimes it can be difficult. And Bear's not an incredibly active dog. If you have a really, really active puppy, this is going to be a lot harder. You would not do nearly as much in terms of the amount of time that I've trained already. The really active puppy, I might only do 30 seconds to a minute at the most. But since Bear is a little more likely to remain stationary, I can work him a bit longer on something like this. go. He lost something under his elbow. Okay, that's it for now.